Hey, it's a brand new day. Welcome to the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com. You're in for a treat today. You know, all we ask is one thing alone, 30 minutes of your time to give you the top 10 tips, top 10 things you need to live your best life or grow your business. I hope you're doing great today. If you are, we are cheering and celebrating with you. If you're not doing so great today, that's okay. Hopefully by the end of today's show, you'll be feeling absolutely fantastic. So I'm glad you're here today with me on the Rundown with Ramon. Let's get with it. Time goes by so fast, and we want to do all we can to serve you and make your day a smashing success. Ding, 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 ding. Kill worry and find inner peace. Kill worry and find inner peace. Sometimes we don't like that harsh word, kill. But when we're talking about things that are not good for us, I think it's okay to eliminate them. A Harvard expert explains the roots of your anxiety so you can easily find a sense of calm, writes Jessica Stillman from our partners at Inc. One thing you can do as you're worried about life is to write your worries down. Anxiety, of which worry is a component, is essentially just unfocused fear, says this Harvard professor, Brooke. It's okay to acknowledge that you're not doing well. It's okay to acknowledge, today I'm not quite feeling it. It's okay to acknowledge it. Sometimes we try our best to hide it and suppress it. But why do that? And the professor is saying, this article's is saying that if we write it down, we're in a way acknowledging it. We're in a way saying, yeah, we have it, but we can get over this. Much better to focus the fear by articulating it to yourself. You can do this by making a list. When you are worried about a bunch of things, take a sheet of paper and write it down. I ask you today, what are you worried about? Instead of having it be like a buzzsaw in your mind, write it down. It's okay to acknowledge it, embrace it, that you're worried about this, that, and the other. Number two, focus on outcomes. One of Brooke's arguments about the origin of anxiety is that it's actually a masking mechanism. So it says, take a deep breath, steel yourself, and name exactly what is scaring you. If you could voice that fear, you would give yourself a chance to think about what you could actually do in that case. So instead of focusing on the fear that you have, the fear that we all have from time to time, let me stop focusing on the fear. I have a big test to come. I'm not sure if my car is going to work. I have a fear about my children, my spouse. Focus on the outcome. What's the better thing that can happen? What's the better thing that might happen? So instead of me focusing on the fear, I'm focusing on the benefits, focusing on the outcome, and not letting the fear consume me. Make this your morning mantra. Giving up a lifetime's worth of anxious thinking is, of course, easier said than done. But another suggestion is reminding yourself that worrying is useless. So when the morning time comes, why not wake up in the morning and declare and speak words of affirmation? Today's gonna be okay. Today's gonna be a new day. My friend Darian Sanders, who gives me permission and gives his community permission to play his music, he has a song called The Sun Will Rise. I'm gonna play a little bit for you here. It's called The Sun Will Rise by Darian Sanders. He plays Simba, I believe, in The Lion King. And it's interesting, it goes on. I want to move forward here. Maybe you need this kind of song today.
You're not so far away.
You're not so far away.
I saw you not so long ago.
I saw you not so long ago. I'm not going to play the whole song now because I want to move on to Rundown with Ramon. But it goes on to the chorus. It says, the sun will rise. So I want to give you hope today that no matter what your worry is, the sun will rise if you allow it. The sun will rise if you allow it to do that. So other experts' worry busting tips, breathing exercises, focusing on your senses, and so much more. There's a lot that we could worry about yesterday, today, or tomorrow. But I want to give you hope that we can move forward. Ding, 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 ding. Test your content on X. Listen, the formerly platform called Twitter, now called X, studies are saying that you can test your platform on X. It's a bit smaller platform, but what about posting 2 articles? See which one gets more clicks. What about posting 2 images? See which one gets more click. Whether you like Twitter or don't like Twitter, now called X, interesting insight that I was reading that says, hey, you can test your content on X. This comes from friends at mediapost.com, where 6 million pieces of content got attention. So by posting your content, which you can do in quick blog format, you may see which is performing better and which is performing not. Again, if you just joined, my name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, and this is the Rundown with Ramon. All we ask is one thing alone, 30 minutes of your time, give or take, to give you the top 10 things you need to know to live your best life or grow your business. My name is Ramon Ray, and I'm so glad you're here today as we move forward with the Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Our friends at smallbiztrends.com talk about direct mail advertising. Now, I know in your mind you're saying, Ramon, wait a minute. Direct mail advertising, that stuff where they have all the spam, except coming by email, it comes to your mailbox in paper form. Yeah, but guess what? All the marketing you do is never going to reach 100% of the people and never going to get 100% of the people to pay attention. You're going to send 1,000 pieces of email, 5 people may buy. Others may open and buy later. You get my point? So direct mail is no different. Let's just put it in context. But direct mail can work depending on what you're doing. Yeah, maybe we think we throw out all direct mail, but clearly direct mail works because people are using it. I receive almost every week, almost several times a week from Norwegian Cruise Lines. I receive a little flyer from them. We went on a cruise once with them. We'll probably go on a cruise again. They're the only ones hitting us up. So when we're ready to go on a cruise, we're going to go from them. I wonder how many people get their mailings, probably thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands. Everybody's not buying, but I remind you that when you're ready to go on a cruise again, pick Norwegian Cruise Lines. Make sense? So direct mail can work for your business. There's a few things that Small Biz Trends says here. Personalized postcards for local businesses. Personalized postcards are a fantastic way for local businesses to connect with their community by tailoring the content to the recipient. These postcards create a sense of personal connection and relevance. Oversized mailers for maximum visibility. Listen, you may say you're not a sucker. They're not going to get me. Trust me, when you get that big mailer that's oversized, that's gigantic in size, you're going to want to know, what's inside, and you're going to want to open it. So direct mail, you can say what you want. You can poo-hoo it as you wish, but I'm sure direct mail is working for somebody or they wouldn't be doing it. Limited time offer posters. Put a big poster or a small poster, whatever the size is, doesn't really matter, but a poster in there and make a limited time offer. Say, hey, listen, this offer is only good for 5 days or 10 days. Cataloged with exclusive discounts. Catalogs with exclusive discounts combine the allure of browsing through a variety of products. So a catalog can work. It doesn't have to be someone just scrolling online, but they can flip through your catalog. So there's other things you can do with the world of direct mail. Our friends at Small Biz Trends are saying, what about a handwritten note? Now, you can do a real handwritten note or a FAU, F-A-U-X, like a fake handwritten note that looks pretty good. And again, even people know it's done by computer. It looks a bit more personalized than just typed out. There's fonts you can do that look more handwritten. Seasonal greetings with special offers. Free samples are many products for trials. Wow. As I look down here at my little pen box, I got a lot of pens that have come to me. Have I bought from the pen companies? No, but it's got my attention. It caused me to open it up. So direct mail can work. Event invitations with RSVP cards. Listen, depending on what the cost is, depending on what the lifetime value of the customer is, depending on what the open rate, what the rate of return is, getting somebody to open up a card that has an invitation to an event could be very advantageous for your business. So direct mail, we can poo-hoo it, say it does work, say it doesn't work. It has its issues, yes, but direct mail works. Our friends at smallbiztrends.com are saying it works. Ding, 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 ding. Point number 4, overhiring causes painful layoffs. Interesting article in San Francisco Gate or SF Gate. San Francisco-based tech startup Discord lays off staff, and they're lays off 150, and the CEO blames overhiring. Listen, I'm not a startup founder like a startup billion-dollar founder. So who am I to throw stones? And in fact, I'm not even throwing stones. Who am I to postulate from here a Monday morning quarterbacking? But this is the yin and the yang of business ownership. We have our businesses. We need to anticipate demand, because if or when the customer buys, how will we serve them? What are we going to do? What are we going to do when the customer buys? So then we're left with, if we don't hire ahead of time, when they buy and as we ramp up, we're not going to be able to serve them. And then as the demand goes down, as the plan didn't work, as the market shifts, now we have extra staff that don't have anything to do because they have no customers to serve. So I don't know what to do about this dilemma. It's painful to let go of people. It's painful to say we no longer need you. It's painful to lay off people. But is this kind of the cost of doing business? Is this kind of just how it has to work? Because what do? You think you're going to ramp up. You think you're going to grow. You think you're going to scale. And all of a sudden, poof, it doesn't happen as you thought. I don't know what to tell you. It's a painful experience. But I do caution you, try not to overhire. But then again, if you don't hire the right amount of people, when customers buy, will you be ready for success? Will you be ready for success? And sometimes we think so much about what happens in the negative side. We think so much what happens in the bad side. We think so much what happens if it doesn't work. But I get it. What if it does work? What if it does work? Will we be ready? Again, thank you for joining. My name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. If you're just joining, my name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, an entrepreneur, started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books, and I'm here to serve you. If you're liking what you're hearing, if you want to get in touch with me, got insight, tips, ideas, things you want to see on The Rundown with Ramon, just DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle, and let me know you're there so we can serve you better with each and every episode. Ding, 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 ding. Let's get to the next one here. How to keep your brand current. My friend Ivy Slater is an amazing business coach, and you can find her at Slater Success. She says, to benefit your business, it is important to maintain consistency throughout your brand identity. Ivy gives a few reasons why that's important, and she says a few things. And again, you can see Ivy at Slater Success. But here's what she says. Your brand builds trust. Your brand builds trust. She says consistency boosts brand recognition. My friend Lamar Tyler is constantly marketing, constantly advertising, because he wants to continue to be in our face till we never, ever forget him and the work he's doing at Traffic, Sales, and Profit. Consistency will keep your brand differentiated in the marketplace. I post so much content. And people don't forget me. Do I get every gig? No. But because I'm always out there, I promise you the right fit customer sees me and is thinking about me. That's all I can ask. The next step, when they're ready or we have a deeper conversation, they will buy. Consistency increases brand revenue. Consistency increases brand revenue. This is so important. The more consistent you are, the more revenue you will have with your brand. And I would dare say even the more profitability, as Ivy Slater says. I didn't even know she was going to say it. She's so smart. So this aspect of brand, we think of the billion-dollar brands like Coca-Cola and Hallmark and Starbucks and Clorox and Procter and Gamble and others. But guess what? We small business owners have brands as well. And it's important that we keep our brands current, as my friend Ivy Slater talks about. Ding, 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 ding. Identify what never changes and have more success. Barry Maltz is an amazing small business influencer, a business coach. You can find him, just Google him, Barry Maltz. And he interviewed Morgan Housel, Housel, who says that some things never change. And he's the author of the New York Times bestselling book, Psychology of Money, which sold 4 million copies. And he has a new book out, which is called Same as Ever, A Guide to What Never Changes. And here's what Barry writes. Listen to this, very interesting point. It's deep. Morgan explains that every investment plan under the sun, at best, is an informed speculation of what may happen in the future based on a systematic extrapolation from the known past. In his book, Same as Ever, he reverses the process, inviting us to identify the many things that never, ever change. Morgan believes by doing so, we may better anticipate the big stuff and achieve the greatest success in business and life. I personally think this is quite brilliant. We can focus all day long on what changes, or even to take this a bit farther, what you can't or cannot do. But what about focusing on what we can do? What about focusing on the positivity? What about focusing on these things stay constant? So let me focus on this and not just take care of things that I can't control. I've heard this from some of the smartest people in the world. Focusing on the things I can't control is a recipe for failure because you can't control them. But if you focus and at least think about more of the things that are known and go from there, maybe that is ways to be more successful. I can't control if there's ice on the road, for example, but I can control focusing on and controlling, focusing on that. I make sure I don't jerk my steering wheel left to right. Does that make sense? I hope that's helping you today. Again, this is the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. If you just joined us, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here today on the Rundown with Ramon. All we want to do is take 30 minutes of your time, but we ask for 30 minutes of your time, a gift to us to give you back 10 tips that you can help build your better business or build a better life. Ding, 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 ding. How to stand out in a crowded market. I think this is very interesting. Everybody, as it were, wants to know, how can I stand out? How can I be different? How can I make a difference in the world? Here's a few ways you can stand out in a very, very crowded market. One, says the author, here's writing here by Roy Deckel, understand your competitors deeply. The sporting strategy from Sun Tzu's The Art of War applies here and emphasize the importance understanding who your competition is. Who really is your competition? Do you know who they are? It's nice to say we don't compete, we're all friendly. I get it. But understanding who your competitors are is an important aspect of taking your business to the next level. Who are your competitors? Understanding your competitors deeply. Number two, never underestimate the competition. Sometimes we spend so much time underestimating the competition. You think that they can't do this because they're like this, and guess what? They crush you, they trounce you. Don't underestimate your competition. Now, if you know them thoroughly, you may know some facts about them. They don't have this, they don't have this, but you want to stay hungry, as Eric Thomas talks about, or as the senior president of Intel, Andy Grove, some years ago said, only the paranoid survive. This doesn't mean you have to run around scared with your tail going between your legs, but this does mean that you can have a sense of urgency, a sense of emotion, a sense of a quickness, a sense of caution in your world, and don't say, "Oh, our competition, they could never be like this." How are you differentiating yourself? Front and center here is the often overlooked blue ocean strategy. Instead of endeavoring to be better, why not strive to be different? Explore uncharted territories in the marketplace rather than jostling for space in the crowded existing matrix. How can you be different? How can you show up differently in the world? This is an important way that you can grow your business and stand out. What about the aspect of humanizing your brand? One of the best talks I have is called Human Connections in a Digital World. And it encourages all of us, it encourages people to stand out by being more human in a world that's so digitized, in a world that's AI driven, in a world that's full of Snapchat, TikTok, X, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and more. Excuse me. Wow, that big breath I took like was a whoo. Sorry about that. But in a world where everybody's going at the speed of computers and technology, isn't it nice to just show a bit of love? Isn't it nice to just be a bit more human? That's how your business can stand out in a crowded market. Just be more human. Just be more human. And I'm seeing that more and more as I travel across the United States, delivering my keynote presentation on that human connections in a digital world. It's being received by audiences all over. People crave the human connectivity. Yes, 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 we need the digital and all the things. We need to be more faster and more productive and save time. Yes. But the human element of our business, the human element of our world, that cannot be understated. Human connections in a digital world is absolutely so important. When striving to be unique, what should you avoid? You may consider undercutting competitors on price to stand out. Don't do that. Don't try to be the cheapest on the block. Listen, my name is Ramon Ray. If you just come, this is the Rundown with Ramon, and I'm so glad you're here today. All we want to do is serve you and help you grow your business, help you live your best life. And I hope you're enjoying it. We got a few more things to do here on the Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. How to find the right employee for your business. This is important. Without employees, it's hard to scale and grow our business. You don't want to be in a place where you're going to be doing the same thing over and over and over again all the time. You want to grow so you can do other things and serve your customers better, serve your customers in new ways. So you have to be able to identify employees, good team members that can help you in your business, and not only find employees, but hire the right people. One thing I learned from Clayton Mask, CEO of Keep, KEAP CRM software, CEO of Keep. And if you DM me on Instagram, you'll find more information about CRM. Just DM me the word CRM. I'm happy to send you information on that, customer relationship management. But bottom line, what Clay drives home is purpose, values, mission. Hire for values, hire staff members. Yes, you want them to have some level of technical competency, but more important, you want them to be good, decent people. You want them to be people that can help take your business to the next level. So as you're looking for team members, don't just look for rock stars. Look for people that have a soul. Ding, 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 ding. Jersey Mike's grew from hometown hero to national powerhouse by adopting this mindset. Jersey Mike, if you don't know, is a popular sub in the Northeast. Sub or hero, long bread sandwich. Could be in your area too. I don't know. However, a few things that made them work, it says here, as I'm reading this article in Entrepreneur. This past year, the company also did things differently. For its annual philanthropic month of giving, where every corporate partner chooses its own charity, this year it focused on, or at one time it did it, focused on one particular charity. But that's not all. Some of the most successful stores have been ones that recently opened in more rural areas like in Vermont and Arkansas. What we can learn from Jersey Mike is that, yes, we can be national brands. But it's also very important to be hometown heroes. It's also very important to get in well and be the heroes of our communities. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Number 10. I'm a financial planner here. 8 money traps that even frugal people fall for. Wow. I'm going to go through these quickly. Maybe we'll unpack these in a future episode of the Rundown with Ramon. Subscription creep. All the subscriptions that you have, discount deception. You're thinking that you're getting a discount and you're really not. Convenience culture, the fast way is always the more expensive way than the right way. We always want to go fast. That's oftentimes a little more expensive. Stealthy lifestyle inflation, spending more, emotional spending just for emotional needs. I do that sometimes. The gambler's fallacy, don't throw good money after bad. That reminds gamblers to cut their losses when their luck runs sour. Social comparison syndrome. Even the most penny-wise spenders have neighbors, friends, and social media accounts. Saving money without saving for retirement. Listen, you can be as frugal as you want, but I want you also to be a wise spender, a thrifty person, not only, but also one who builds wealth. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Remember, if you're liking these things, visit me at zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com. Check that out. And remember, I want to encourage you today, be super clear on what you really, really want in life and business. Ask yourself even, do you want to be in business? Understand and ask yourself and understand, there's no music, no soundtrack in life or business. No one's cheering for you. There's no commercial break. It's just you and your company, you and your business. Are you hungry enough to reach the goals you want to reach? Are you hungry enough? You have that burning inside you. Prices. Are you at the cheapest? Or are you at a premium to get the customers who value what you're doing? And last but not least, what do you do best? Ask yourself that. What do you do best, better than anybody else? That's how you can make a difference in the world. Understand what you do best, what you can get paid for, and how people who value you can work with. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Go make a difference in the world. We need you to show up, because if you don't show up, who else will? Again, thanks for being here on the Rundown with Ramon.